What's up, everybody? This is Everless bringing you another Galactic Legends Unlock guide. This one's going to be for the Sage himself, Jedi Master Luke Skywalker. With this event, I've had a 100% success rate on this mission. As you can tell, I haven't completed every step yet, but I have not failed any of the missions at all. I only have the characters to their required relic levels, but I'm going to go over all the tiers. We'll go ahead and go over all the mods on everybody. Anybody that's watched my videos, anything I've done, I do not switch mods around. I do not just do it for certain events. All the mods that I keep on characters are what's there all the time. So Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, we have him. I'm going to go over the main mods. You just have a speed mod, crit damage, offense, and protection. For him and for Chewie, we got speed, crit damage, protection, and protection. For Han, pretty much always going to be a speed arrow, crit damage, offense, and protection. Not even sure what's on these guys. Got R2 with speed, crit chance, protection, and protection. I probably have way better mods I could put on these guys. I actually probably need to look at that since I don't do mods very often, but I want to try to get like a speed secondary and all these. Make stuff a lot easier. And then Lando, we have a speed, a health, and protection. So nothing real crazy on the mods. But like I said, though, I do not switch mods up. We're going to check out 3PO real quick. We got speed, protection, potency, and health. We've already checked those two out. We got Leia. For Leia, you're looking at speed, crit damage, offense. I say there's not even speed secondaries on these. Not 3 speed. So there's nothing crazy. I'm saying the mods are nothing to them for this. Okay, so there's nothing crazy you have to do. You don't have to put on these big old stacked mods. That's not anything you have to do. Luke already did. Hermit Yoda. Again, basic mods: speed, protection, tenacity, and health. Jedi Training Rey, speed, crit damage, potency, health. And we'll go Old Ben. And he just has protection. Man, he didn't have any speed. So yeah, he didn't have a speed on his secondary for his protection either on his main. Alright, so protection. Alright, mods. Terrible. We've established that, right? So, none of you have to worry about on mods. Just get them to their relic levels. Throw some mods on them. Give them some stats. That's it. Nothing real crazy. I'm saying the last 3 are the same. Alright, so when we get into tier 1, it's very simple. You start off phase 1 with Jedi Knight Luke and R2. The main goal is to keep Jedi's Will active pretty much throughout the whole phase. That way he has a 100% counter chance, just killing people quicker. If you lose R2, it's not a big deal. By that time, you already have a couple people gone. You might have 2 or 3 left if it does happen. And then you'll go to phase 2. That's where you'll use Han, Chewie, and Lando. And basically your whole goal is to just focus on Boba Fett, get him into red, and then that's a victory. You don't have to defeat him, just get him to red. But we'll go ahead and start with phase 1, and we'll talk more about phase 2 when we get there. Oh, and Han has a special outfit on for this event as well, so. Alright, so here we get going. This is just phase 1. Basically what we're going to do is activate right here the Stalwart Advance. That's what gives you your Jedi's Will for 2 turns. It can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. So basically anytime he gets attacked, 100% counter chance, plus 50% offense, plus 25 speed, and plus 25% tenacity. So that's what you want to try to keep active as long as possible. Do not stun them if you have Jedi's Will already on, because then you're going to waste a turn of counter-attacking. You're already going to get attacked. Might as well get a counterattack from it. And then pretty much R2, basic. You can use his burn if you want to, but basically just basic out, or use a smoke and just leave Luke available to attack. So let's go ahead and get it going. He's got that Jedi's Will on. Anytime he gets attacked, he will counterattack. You can attack whoever you want to. You can attack the ones in the middle. You can attack the guys on the outside. I will say the guys on the outside are easier to get rid of, and they do taunt. So, you know how you want to handle it. That's the way it's basically gonna go. But typically, I'll just try to focus usually the middle, and then usually the counterattack will get rid of their taunt. I thought we were going to lose the Stalwart Advance. The only reason why I did this stuff. Like I said earlier, though, if R2 goes down, it's okay. I have not once ever failed this mission. Alright, phase 1 complete. Going to phase 2. That's where you have Han, Chewie, and Lando. So Han just came out of carbonite freezing, so he has blind for 13 turns. He can miss attack, stuff like that. On his very first ability, just target Boba Fett. That's the only one we have to worry about. So we're going to target Boba Fett. If we have to attack again, that's fine. Activate whatever you want to. And then eventually, the ones that are taunting will attack. They'll lose their taunt, and then you'll just focus Boba again. And then, honestly, that'll be it. You'll be done with it. It's not very many phases at all right here. You don't have to keep going, taking a lot of turns. It's very simple. So we'll choose the basic. We'll go and use, I guess, the middle ability, not really anything to it. Use the third ability. Just give people more stuff. Just attack with Chewie. Let them attack with the taunt. Then you'll target Boba Fett again. Use the AoE from Lando. And then basic. And basic. And that is it. So, Tier 1 complete. Boba Fett goes smashing the ship. And that's it. So, Tier 1 done. Tier 2. You just use 3PO, Han, R2, and Leia. Leia will have a different outfit for this event as well, but still have the same kit as Princess Leia. The main objective is to stun or take back turn meter on all the stormtroopers. You get Wicket for the event as well. So basically, anytime you get a chance, call Han to assist. Hit the stormtroopers. They're gone. It's over. It's very simple. You start off with 2 in phase 1. I think there's 3 in phase 2. And I think you have 2 in phase 3 as well. But then you also have a healer. So another little small issue there. So we'll do the basic, stun 1. Go and target the other one, try to turn back his turn meter or stunning. Alright, we got the stun. Let's go back to the first one. Like I said, our main objective is going to be the stormtroopers. That is it. Stuns, turning back turn meter, anything we can do. So expose, that's what happens if you don't stop the stormtroopers. If the stormtroopers attack, and I think it's if they miss an attack or if they don't critically hit, you'll get exposes on your characters. Whenever you get exposes, that's how you can lose characters. But as long as you contain them, there ain't nothing to this event. Alright, here we can do whatever we want to on these guys. Most of the time I'll just focus on one and just get them out. Alright, moving to phase 2. Now we have 3 stormtroopers. Same thing. Just try to stun them, hold back their turn meter, and should be very easy and smooth. There are times you won't get stuns on all of them. That is fine. It can happen. Alright, all the stormtroopers are gone. Rest is safe. So we'll knock this out and we'll go to phase 3. Alright, phase 3 happens. 3 stormtroopers. Then we also have 1 stormtrooper commander. The stormtrooper commander is what can heal. So you can focus on all 4, but mainly make sure you just focus on the main stormtroopers themselves. Just try to stun anyone you possibly can. And if you lose anybody here, it's fine. Pretty much to lose somebody won't be. I've never lost Han, I guess. So I guess if you lose Han, it could be a bad thing, but I've never had that happen. Alright, now let's take out the scout troopers and it will be a done deal. There it is. Phase or tier 2 complete, all 3 phases. So focus on the stormtroopers, keep them contained so you don't get the exposes. Because if you get the exposes, that is technically, I guess, how you can lose that tier. Just don't let it happen. Tier 3, I would say, is probably the hardest tier of this event, only because of the RNG. Basically what you want to happen is for Vader to use his Force Crush and all that stuff, and not his basic at the beginning. Because if he uses basic at the beginning, you end up going into a whole ability block loop, and it's just time consuming. You can lose that way. You can still win, but you're saying that if you lose, that would be the reason. Biggest thing with this one is on the first phase, because there'll be 2 phases. First phase, you'll face Vader. Do not use your stun ability at all in phase 1. You want to make sure you have that ready 100% at the start of phase 2. That's whenever you'll go against the Emperor Palpatine and Vader. And then on phase 2, you'll just solely just focus on Emperor Palpatine, and he will go down so quick. You don't have to actually kill him, just get him into like yellow, I think, and then the event's over, and then it's a victory. So the hardest part of this tier is phase 1 right here with Vader, just based on what he does. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is you want to try to keep Jedi's Will active, just like in tier 1, because Jedi's Will allow you to counterattack. So anytime he hits you, you're hitting him, and we're basically trying to get him into the red. Alright, best case scenario, we activate this. We'll activate the Stalwart Advance, then we'll do a basic. Hopefully we're not ability blocked, because that's the best case scenario. Then we'll activate the very last ability, the Heroes Arise. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the Stalwart Advance, get Jedi's Will going, basic, and then we'll see what Vader does. Alright, so he did a basic. That is the worst thing that he can do. You want him to do this right here and then get going, instead of the basics. That's how you're going to end up in those loops. Alright, just like that, phase 1 done, going to phase 2. Like I said, that's the hardest scenario, is if he does a basic and you go into those loops. If he doesn't do that, and he doesn't basic attack you at the very beginning after your first basic, and then you go to Heroes Arise, you'll blow right through Vader like nothing. So on right here on phase 2, first ability, use the repulse. You want to stun both of them and then just focus on Palpatine. Activate Stalwart Advance, and then just basic. He will go down so quick. Should be right here. He didn't even make it to red. He got very low yellow, and that was it. That right there is the end of the hardest tier of this event. And that's mainly just because of the Vader in phase 1. Alright, so now after completing that, you will have, well, after you complete them, how many times they had to be completed, you will have Jedi Master Luke Skywalker unlocked. And then you'll move on to a special unlocks. I think it's a certain name for you, a title. You get his border for tier 5, and then you get his ultimate after you do 10 times. In tier 6. Which I'm going to need to get some crystals. So we'll go and do so we'll go and do tier 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are exactly the same. There is nothing different about what you're doing on either one of them. And no, you do not have to have your Jedi Master Luke Skywalker at Relic 6. I just recently got him there. I think I completed most of it when he was at Gear 12. And I think the last one I had to get him to at least Relic 3 or 2 for the last 2 of them. But if you get them just geared and low relic, you're still good, okay? It's not difficult. So we'll go over 4 and then 5. Like I said, once we do those, they're exactly the same. Like, there is nothing different about what you will do. Alright, so tier 4. Starts, the first thing you always do is activate the ultimate. On phase 4 and 5, you're going to want to focus on Hux. I always say use this ability, the Efflux. Basically, it does special damage to all enemies, and then it removes 20% turn meter from them and inflict ability blocks. So, try to do that. It won't always work. Then I usually will do Hermit Yoda's Jedi training on Master Luke. And you can call people to assist if you want to, like say Anakin. Once Hux is gone, then you just want to call as many times as you can with his ability. The special ability for Jedi Master Luke is target Kylo, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And that is it. Very simple and smooth. And you'll do the same exact thing for tier 5. So we'll get tier 5 going after this, and it's saying it'll be the same exact thing. Honestly, the ending of this event for Jedi Master Luke is kind of mind-numbing, just how simple it is. Alright, we'll do tier 5. Alright, same thing. Ultimate. Use the F-Lux. Jedi training. Go ahead and activate his special ability. Just call Anakin. Then you can just call Luke. He's gone. And then just use all the abilities on Kylo again until Kylo is out of there. Tier 5 complete. Six. Same exact thing as 4 and 5, except for you'll only have Kylo up there. He won't have Hux. He won't have First Order Stormtrooper. After everyone does one attack, they will disappear. They will instantly die, except for Jedi Master Luke. Basically, it ends up being a one-on-one. But he'll basically be dead by the time everybody does their attack. It's super simple. You'll use all the special abilities you can, except for you can't from Training Rey. And then Hermit Yoda, you'll use... You can use the special ability for Jedi Master Luke, but I usually use the Jedi training. So we'll go in here. Alright, so tier 6. It's just Kylo. So we got Kylo, our whole team. We'll activate ult like we haven't done in tiers 4 and 5. But then after everybody uses a special ability, they will disappear except for Jedi Master Luke. So typically I'll use the special ability first before they start all disappearing. Use Jedi training on Master Luke. See, Hermit Yoda is gone. Now we'll activate the special ability calling Luke. And then Anakin will disappear. And then you can do special ability targeting, I said, Rey. And that's it. So nobody even had disappeared. There's times you'll use through all of them, and then finally you'll do like one basic, and that's it. But that is the simplest it can be right there. 100% success rate that I have had. I have not failed one of these missions. The only one that got sketchy was tier 3. I just got lucky and got a counterattack and took down Vader. But that is the most difficult part of it, is tier 3 in my own opinion. You guys might run into something else. If you do, let me know, and I'll try to walk you through it if I can. But it's very simple as long as you just get what you need done. But that is all the tiers for Jedi Master Luke Skywalker Unlock Guide. If this video helps anybody out, please feel free to like and subscribe. I do all these videos for fun. I live stream GAC all the time, Grand Arena. Please feel free to jump in, hop in there, chat. Anything you guys want to do, man. We don't have to talk about Star Wars, whatever you guys want to talk about, but any of my videos help you out. Please feel free to drop some likes. Much love. Effortless out.